This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the middle of the week. We made it. Jason Walker Show, opening segment brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry with three distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes today at yourcustomlog.com. On the show today, we're going to chat with Alex Eschelman, the Eschel-Special. Get an update on Bobcat football camp and much more with Alex. Always fun to chat with her. What's on her watch list right now? What is she tuned into on the tube, the streaming? We'll talk about that. You can watch on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Listen on Podbean, Network One Sports. And as always, just go to jasonwalkershow.com for anything you may have missed. We're going to start today a little bit of sad bummer news. My wife's dog, Pixie. We had to put her down this morning, and that's her with the little one a couple years ago. Little Chihuahua, almost 15 years old, but got pretty ill in a quick hurry over the last couple of days, and was pretty lethargic at about 5 this morning. Had a couple seizures, and we had to say goodbye to Pixie. And it's tough. You know, I've been around 9 years. The wife had her for almost 15 years, and it's definitely not something I wish on anybody. But she lived a good life, and it was funny because Pixie never was like a dog, a Chihuahua. She was more like a cat. I used to joke with my wife that because Pixie hated going outside. Absolutely despised going outside. Didn't matter the weather, 70, 90, 50, it didn't matter. She hated going outside. So I always said you should have trained her in a litter box. But she will definitely be missed here in the household because she was an amazing, amazing dog and had a great life. So Pixie, we miss you already, and her brother, Pig, he's gonna be pretty lonely. Those two were almost inseparable, and my heart breaks for my wife. We have not told the little one yet. She is at school, so she'll find out when she gets picked up today. So that's tough. How do you tell a 4-year-old that her favorite puppy that she's known her whole life is no longer going to be around? So that's going to be the tough part today. Definitely going to be the tough part. But Pix, we love you. All right. Man, that's never easy. Never easy. Let's see. Let's move on, shall we? I got to do the congratulations. Butte Miners winning the Northwest Regional Championship. Congratulations. That's awesome. Steamrolled the competition, and they get back to Butte today. So absolutely very cool. Very cool. Congratulations to them. On another note, got this message yesterday from a good source, and he said, do you know of the backstory on Marcus Wellnell, number 37? Now remember, Wellnell was given number 37 legacy jersey for the University of Montana earlier this summer by Jace Lewis, who had it last year. Apparently now there's some drama, and Bobby Houck saying to the media that there is more consulting to do. So it was Monday at practice. Wellnell was still wearing his number 10 jersey. Bobby Houck was asked about it and said there was some deliberation to be done. And according to my source, Bobby Houck wants his son Robbie Houck to have it and told Jace Lewis to give it to him instead of Marcus. Apparently called Jace into his office, gave him a list of the most deserving players. There were 3. Robbie was first, and then second and third were underclassmen on the special teams. So Jace Lewis gave it to Marcus anyway. I reached out to Marcus. I reached out to the University of Montana. I have yet to hear anything. But yeah, it sounds like this is interesting. Another source very close to the situation said that he's heard some vague things and nothing yet. And you think about, Robbie Houck, deserving for sure. Family name, Uncle Tim. But the kid played high school ball in California, right? I know he's from Montana, but he played in California. And it's my understanding the legacy jersey has to go to somebody from Montana. You think of a Marcus Wellnell, you think of a Patrick O'Connell, right? There's some guys on that list that are seniors that are deserving of that jersey, including Marcus Wellnell. I was told that from my source that a person familiar with the situation said that Robbie should not wear that number. So it'll be interesting to see. We'll keep an eye on that. Controversy coming out of Grizz camp, day 1, day 2. So very, very interesting to see on that front. Let's see here. I think that's about the Butte Miners story. Just, how cool is that? Going on, winning the Northwest Regional 4-0 with a win over a team out of Rupert, Idaho yesterday. The championship game was down in Vernal, Utah. So Butte finished 45-9 overall. Ended the season on a 15-game win streak, and that includes a perfect 13-0 in 3 postseason tournaments. They also had a 21-game win streak earlier in the year. So congratulations to Jim LaProuse and the Butte Miners. That's really cool. I'm guessing an early nominee for our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week next week. Oh, man. Going to be a fun time. All right, we'll take a break. And when we return, the Eschel-Special. Alex Eschelman, ABC Fox Montana, SWX Montana sports reporter, will join us. We'll get an update from Bobcat Football Camp and much more goings on down in the Gallatin Valley. So Alex joins us. The opening segment brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. Can't wait to see everybody this weekend over in Darby for Wild West Day. It's going to be a good time over there Friday and Saturday for the rodeo. So looking forward to seeing my friends with Montana Custom Log Homes. Check them out at yourcustomlog.com. Alex Eschelman coming up next. Hang on.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes. crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little, or a lot, your choice. Have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rutgers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rutgers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Wednesday. On this day in history coming up, the walk-off, more. Hope you're having a good day. This segment brought to you by Rutgers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Still can't announce the big news maybe tomorrow, hopefully. But it will be fun, and it will be exciting. Speaking of fun and exciting, it is our Wednesday chat with Alex Eschelman. She is the sports reporter for ABC Fox Montana, also SWX Montana. Does a fantastic job down in the Gallatin Valley. And she is going to wax poetic on Bobcat Athletics, the Butte Miners, and much more as she joins us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It is the Eschel-Special. Well, Miss Alex, it is week 2 of the Eschel-Special. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Jason. I love the Eschel-Special Sports Report. Thank you for allowing me to have a silly name like that on your show.
Hey, thank your grandpa, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, one of these days we will make. I actually have a Coca-Cola, which honestly I shouldn't really be drinking Coca-Cola here, but one of these days you and we will make Eschel-Specials on this show. That would be fun.
Oh, I like that. I like that. You can't show Coke though; they're not a sponsor of my show, Alex.
Who is a sponsor on your show?
Well, no pop company yet, so I'm working on them.
Okay, well, then next time, once we get that sponsor,
there you go.
Holding up
whatever it is, yes, a Bud Light Eschel-Special. How's that?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So how's the last week been? Because it's been nice. It's been, busy because you started covering MSU fall camp. So I'm sure it's been a first fun few days. You had the press conference last week, the media, before everything got going. How'd that work out?
Well, like you said, we're back. We are back. It's exciting. It's my favorite. I love summer, but fall is my favorite time of year every single time. Just because there's just this energy. People are back together. They know that they're going to be spending every Saturday, every week together at football games, volleyball games, just getting back together. So I'm really excited. The guys look great, just got back from practice and interviews today. And I think that obviously we've talked a lot about this, and it's the big kind of major question. There's, smaller questions where you can kind of nitpick major questions, but the major question is, how do you surpass the year of the Bobcat? And the refreshing thing to me is this team really is not focusing on last year. They are all gung-ho on this year, and you can see the new leaders and the formation of the identity of this team start to develop. And I think that Bobcat fans are in for another exciting year. I think this is a great group, and it's going to be fun. Well,
it's interesting because, there's questions about Isaiah Fonse, some others with health issues. And then how do you replace a Troy Anderson? But you've got a defense that saw a lot of playing time last year. A lot of guys rotated in and out. And when you look at a Ty Okada or, you name it on that defensive, front seven, and even the back four, there's a lot of experience there. So I think Bobcat fans don't necessarily need to worry too much about replacing one guy because it's a team as a whole now. It's like when Troy was down or, everybody else then rises to the occasion. Am I off base on that or pretty accurate?
I think absolutely accurate. I think that, we can talk all day about the stars of last year. And I think why it's kind of like when we talk about when Coach Choate left, everyone loved him so much. It's the same with these guys, and not just because they brought so much success last year, but Troy Anderson, he's going to maybe eventually have a statue next to Sonny Holland. That's how much this guy was loved.
Right.
And will continue to be loved by the fan base. But Daniel Hardy, Amandre Williams, Lewis Kidd. But if you think back to the beginning of last season, it was besides Troy and, Chase Benson, everybody else, everyone knew that a Lance McCutcheon was going to step up, a Daniel Hardy, but in what way, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's the exciting part of this year is you can see kind of those guys now going, okay, Brody Grebe looks like he's going to be a star. I wonder what he's going to do. Callahan O'Reilly is stepping up and filling that Troy Anderson role just fine, more than fine. Danny Yu, same thing. Willie P, Tommy Malott. I think Tommy Malott, obviously we could go on and on about all the quarterbacks and all of that, but you're starting to see these new guys step up and be the stars, and it's going to be fun to see how they perform this season.
Alex Eschelman joining us, the Eschel-Special, ABC Fox Montana, SWX Montana sports reporter. And the question, I think, the biggest question for me, take out all the players, take out all the hype, this is Brent Vigen's team now. I mean, last year, you could argue he had a lot of Choate's guys, the Choate, so to speak, performance or whatever, the aura was hanging around him. But now this is his team. These are guys that he's coached for a year now, but this is his team, I think.
Definitely more so. Yeah, I think it'll really be his team when there's not one recruit from Coach Choate's era on his team. But yes, I do think that he is a head coach. His identity is very prominent. I mean, is much more prominent than this time last year. Mm-hmm. There was that big question of, hey, how is Coach Vigen going to lead this team after coming off of such a successful year prior to COVID? So I definitely think that his spot is secured. It's very, it feels like his team. Yeah, it feels as it should be, but I don't know if that totally makes sense, but
no, it does, because it's his team. Like it's now Tommy's team. You know, last year
right.
He came into the playoffs. You knew it was his team once it happened, but now it is his team. He's going to his first full year as a starter, and he's got the pressure on him. But like we talked about last week, he doesn't feel it. He's just a kid out playing football.
Completely. I actually just recently did a story over the weekend on Tommy Malott and the quarterback situation. And like you said, yes, this is Tommy's team. I mean, half the team has Tommy touchdown T-shirts that they I've seen him already sporting throughout fall camp. He is definitely a leader on the, arguably right at top 3 leaders on the team, I would say. But I will say I'm excited to see how the quarterback group does and what they do with that group, because Sean Chambers, I definitely don't think it is out of the question that he's going to be taking a good amount of snaps this year. And I think that Coach Vigen said it the other day in one of our press conferences. He said it'd be silly to have that talented of a guy just kind of standing on the sidelines and waiting for his term time. Oh my God.
Time, it's all the same.
Waiting for his time to get on the field. And I think that, yes, while Tommy is very likely going to be the guy, I mean, I'm 99% positive of that. I also think that Sean Chambers is going to be a guy as well within this group.
All right, so you've seen the first few practices. What's your takeaway with your eyes?
Are we talking specifically quarterbacks?
No, just in general, the team.
I think couple things. One big thing is the way that these guys have worked physically on their bodies this summer is really interesting to see and learn about and hear them talk about, because Derek Snell, for one, he is leaner and he looks quicker because of how lean he is, but he doesn't look skinny by any means. He just looks leaner and more muscle, less fat, I guess. Yeah. So that was interesting to see. I think even Tommy Malott has packed on muscle. These guys actually look in a really good way, much more athletic. And so that's one thing. I think leadership wise, Tommy has stepped up. You can tell that he has command of the QB group, and also just the team in general. Ty Okada, another guy that brings the fire, brings the energy. I'm really excited to see how Danny Yu, and I'm calling him Danny Yu, one, because everyone else calls him that, but another reason why I don't know how to pronounce his name fully yet. Alui Lakepa. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Good one.
Alui Lakepa.
Okay.
Danny Alui Lakepa. He's bringing the juice. I think some transfers are going to be exciting to watch too. Clayvan Thomas from Kentucky, wide receiver. Just talked to him. He has a fun personality. Again, Sean Chambers. I'm trying to think of it. Oh, Keegan Williams, another guy. So it's hard to really pinpoint specifics, Jason. There's a lot going on in the field, but a lot of good things.
Alex Eschelman joining us, Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It is the Eschel-Special. We'll stick with the Cats because, well, it's that time of the year. Mm-hmm. But you bring up the leadership, and it's interesting to me, and I just thought of this when you were talking about Tommy, and I'm sure the comparison's been made before. But guys that took over as freshman or sophomore, you think of a Travis Lule, you think of a Denarius McGee. These are guys that took over, took charge, and led in every way possible on and off the field. And I see Tommy as that guy.
Couldn't agree more. And Denarius McGee was actually at the NFL camp that Lance, Danny, and Willie all did together. And I just think that, yes, definitely similarities between those two in specifics. I haven't spent much time with Travis Lule or Denarius, really. I got to talk to Travis at the championship game. And I would say, if I could say one similarity between the three, a calm presence about each one of them. They're comfortable with themselves. They're not hung up on the fact that they're this star. Right. They are just another one of the guys. But with that added humility and grace and just kind of poise about them, that this humble confidence, all three of them have that.
And it's interesting because, I mean, Tucker Rovig was such a great guy, you know, and quarterbacks over the years have been good dudes, but those two in particular just stand out to me after, you know, the last 2 decades, because there was a lot of expectations, maybe not for Travis his first year, but definitely after that. Mm-hmm. And then Denarius was the same way. But, you know, I was going to college classes at the same time that Denarius was there. And to see him on campus interacting with the student body, mm-hmm. It was unbelievable to watch. And then you go watch what he could do on a football field. But then you forget how good of a football player he was because he was such a great person. And again, I see that in Tommy. And it's an easy comparison to make, but it makes the most sense.
Completely. And I think, you know what the coolest thing, just to add to that, Jason, I think the coolest thing about Montana State football players, truly, I believe that might be the nicest group of football guys I have ever been around. I'm not saying that I've been around a bunch, but from my time in high school to my, cheerleading, from my time at U of A cheerleading, and being around the whole scene, I do think that genuinely Montana State football has some of the nicest guys, and respectful, and they're great athletes on the field, to your point, but that almost comes second when you think of like their best qualities. They think, the top quality is, gosh, he's so nice. He's so nice. He's funny. He is whatever. Good people. And I think that is the proudest part about Montana State athletics. I think that they just recruit good people.
Oh, absolutely. And you could say the same thing about the University of Montana. I mean, you got great guys over there.
Definitely.
And a lot of it comes back to the Montana kids, but even the out-of-state kids are pretty good too. So I'm not dissing the Grizz by any means at all, because I do like a bunch of the players over there.
Oh no, we're not just no. Well, I mean, some of the best conversations I've had with Grizz players were the only time I really get to interact is media day. Mm. Last year particularly too. Jace Lewis, Dylan Cook, I mean, could not have been nicer and more respectful. Shook my hand after my interview with them, thanked me. That just doesn't really happen anywhere else. And those are two Montana boys.
Yep, 100%. Butte Miners, I know you saw them win the Class A state tournament. They went on and go and win the Northwest Regional, and it wasn't even close. I mean, and this is a team you got to see in person, but how cool is that representing the state?
I'm not surprised, Jason. They got that Montana kid chip on their shoulder. People doubt Montana. Yep. Half the country barely knows where Bozeman or Butte, whatever it is, half the time. And they know that, but they aren't putting that out there as like they're offended. But I'm sure that's a little chip on their shoulder. They're like, we're going to go show these guys what's good.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they did. That's what they did also in the Legion A state tournament. They came out from the get-go, and I leaned over to a parent and I said, how have you guys not won in 69 years? I'm a little confused because this is that talented of a team. They were not only physically bigger and more dominant and more athletic, but they had this fire to them that you just kind of knew that they were going to at least be in the championship game. So to see them go and dominate in regionals, not surprised.
No, it's awesome. I know the boys from Billings were in a loser out. I don't know what the results of that yesterday in Little League. But how about, speaking of Little League, and we talk about sportsmanship all the time on this show. We saw it yesterday, and everybody has seen it on social media by now, I'm sure. But kid gets hit in the head, goes down to first base. The pitcher is crying. His coach is coming out to talk to him. The kid leaves first base, drops his helmet, walks over, and gives him a big hug. That's what we need more of in sports today, Alex.
100%. Couldn't agree more. And I think just speaking for the guys here for a second, I do think that, women, we have our own set of unfortunate stereotypes or issues, whatever, all that we're fighting, but guys also have that as well. And I think in particular, some people maybe could have seen that as a sign of weakness or something like why are you crying out there or whatever. I think that vulnerability, no matter whether you're a guy, girl, whatever, whoever, I think showing vulnerability and how you feel is one of the best qualities that you could have and one of your biggest strengths, really. Yep. So to have that captured on that stage, I think is really powerful. And I think it's powerful for kids coming up, little boys coming up and girls coming up and saying, hey, this isn't about winning at the end of the day. Yes, it is, but it's more importantly about the bonds you make with people, the sportsmanship, everything you learn from sports. And I think that the fact that was captured was a very powerful moment for even adults.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. And I mean, social media over the last few years, it's just so negative, but to see that type of stuff, and I love those type of things. And it doesn't matter if it's a regular season game or, I mean, we don't see that in the NBA. We don't see that in WNBA. We see it with kids because kids are kids. And at the end of the day, man, it was awesome to see.
Definitely a highlight of the entire tournament so far.
Yep. Okay. It is National S'mores Day today. You a fan of s'mores? Yeah.
Jason.
I know you like sweets.
Yeah. Not a question on the show. Of course I like s'mores. But here's my question for you.
Okay.
Burnt marshmallow or golden marshmallow?
I like it a little on darker side.
Okay.
I like it a little not.
I would have to agree. I am all for it's almost like a quest going out there and getting the perfect golden s'more. Mm-hmm. But I agree. It has to have a touch of a crunch to it.
Yes, because
then outer layer.
Yes, because then you get the crunch and the gooiness all together.
Yes.
And I mean that is. Oh, come on! How good is a s'more?
Yeah. And I'm actually now you're making me upset because I haven't had a s'more so far all summer. So now I have to find a way to make myself a s'more.
Let's see here. There was something last week. Oh, hair gloss day. Remember last week? I Googled it. It's basically like a gel, and it just makes your hair shiny and look healthy.
That's what we expected.
Yes. So it's become the trend over the last couple of years, especially with celebrities, to make your hair more shiny.
Interesting. I'll have to look into it.
Yep. So
we are. We would like to think that we are celebrities on this show, so maybe we have to whip out the hair gloss.
Well, there's only one true celebrity, and it's Alex Eschelman. Before I let you go, it is also Lazy Day today and Shapewear Day. So those three kind of add up together because you wear the shapewear, you're lounging around lazy, eating the s'mores at the campfire, right?
Well, shapewear is kind of like what you do to suck everything in, you know. I'm pretty sure that's what shapewear is.
Probably more like.
I don't use shapewear, but you know, it's a great piece of clothing for sure.
Every time I think of shapewear, I think of the scene in Titanic when Rose is getting her like girdle or whatever tightened by her mom.
Yeah, that's like the OG form of shapewear. Absolutely.
OG. Young kids.
Now we've got Skims. Now this is not an advertisement, but we've got Skims. We've got Spanx. We've got, I mean, you've got boatloads of shapewear out there. So
and even for dudes, which is good.
Yay for shapewear.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And then lazy day, love being lazy. Love a good lazy day.
I like the denim look today. It's got to be a little hot in the denim though.
You know what? It's actually a denim dress, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. That's probably a really good look. Denim looks good anyway on people.
Oh yeah, you got to rock the denim. I'm a denim girl through and through. This is Wrangler, but I do like the Levi's. I like, you got to go with all of it.
Absolutely.
The more denim, the better.
Is it a button dress or pearl snaps?
Why? How do you know the difference? I don't even know the difference.
Oh my gosh, Alex. Are they just regular buttons like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, the pearl snaps are the snaps. And Wrangler makes a lot of those. Those are very comfortable shirts.
Now you're gonna expose me. I'm a Californian, born and raised. I don't know. I don't wear Wrangler all that often. I'm sorry.
Okay, here's your homework for the day. You gotta at some point go. There's a scene in 8 seconds with Luke Perry, and he was it him? No, it was the Baldwin brother that played Tuff Hedeman. Rips off his shirt in a hotel and his pearl snaps, and it's just that's why. I mean, the pearl snaps are easy to undo. So
sure, all right, good to know. Wrote it down. It's noted, Jason.
Have you seen 8 seconds yet?
No, I'm terrible at movies.
Alex, what are you watching when you have free time?
For a good lazy day, I would say, since it is National Lazy Day, I would say I just go in phases. I really go in phases. Depends on, I'm a trendy show person if somebody's on a show, but first thing, I hate to say this, I just got off of Yellowstone in 1883. Those were fantastic shows. If I could pick OGs though, it's like the comfort show. It's Office, The Office.
Never seen an episode.
It's Sex and the City. That's another one. And I'm trying to think. Those would be my two.
I'm going to give you one. It's 8 episodes. Speaking of The Office, Chris Pratt. The Terminal List on Prime.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Well, you know what I feel like would be my next comfort show, and I haven't gotten into it, and I'm, of course, forgetting the name right now. Soccer show. Everyone's obsessed.
Huh, I don't know that one.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's the soccer coach, Ted. Is that Ted
Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso.
I haven't seen that one yet either. I've also never seen any of the John Wicks, and my golf buddy gives me a hard time for that.
Oh, you got to see the John Wicks.
Yeah.
How have you not seen that? And I've seen that.
Well, because I think of Keanu Reeves as Johnny Utah. So it's always, dude, people trusted you and they died.
Movies, though.
Yeah.
You would like those. Okay. But Ted Lasso is my next comfort show. I can feel it.
Okay. I'll maybe give that one a go. What have I been on? I think that's about it. The Terminal List. Been kind of busy the last couple weeks. Not saying anything yet, but getting close to making a big announcement on the Jason Walker Show.
Love it.
And you know what it is.
Can't wait to make that big announcement. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a blast. Hey, what else besides Bobcat football you got working on this week?
Bobcat Volleyball just went to their first day of fall camp yesterday, and I think that this team has the makings to be the best team in program history.
That says a lot because they've had some good ones, but Daniel Jones has he's done quite the turnaround. And next time you're up there, say hi to Audrey Hofer. She's a Capital girl.
I will.
She's a fantastic interview. She is super fun.
I will. And speaking of her and the other 5, she's a sophomore now, correct?
Yes.
Sophomore. There's 6 freshmen coming in, and the biggest thing why I think they're going to be so successful in talking to them yesterday, but it's their depth. They said that they're deeper than ever.
Good.
They have a deeper team than they've had in all of their, in Coach Jones's time of being here. And Emma Pence put it, I loved what she said. She goes, the fact that we lost in the semis to the top seed by 2 points in the 5th set she's like, we're not satisfied. Like I'm happy that we had a better season than we've ever had, but we want to make it to that championship game.
That's awesome.
So I'm rooting for them. I hope they can do it. So working on that and getting back to fall football with the high school teams, volleyball, just getting back into the groove.
It's in soccer and
And Bozeman Stampede is tomorrow through
Bozeman
Saturday.
Stampede, yes. Are you going to be there?
I am, yes. Okay. I'm going to do a story on it this week. Some of the Montana State Rodeo team is competing, and also the head coach is also competing.
Ooh.
So that will be fun to see, yes.
Does Kyle Whitaker remember how to ride a horse? And rope?
Oh, you can't give him a hard time.
No, he's great. He's great. So yeah, well, you could wear go to Murdoch's, get yourself a Pearl Snap shirt and wear it to the rodeo this weekend.
Okay. Murdoch's is one of my favorite stores.
I love
that.
Hey,
they've got a great Billabong section and they've got a great Wrangler section.
They've got a lot of great Traeger products. I'm just trying to get Traeger and Murdoch's to advertise. Carhartt, yeah. If I could get any of those to advertise, that'd be great. I think that's it, though. I think that's about all that we have to cover today. We
covered a lot. We covered the national days. We covered all of it. Yes. So, Jason, you're the best. Thank you, as always, for having me.
You rock, Alex. That is Alex Eschelman joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All of our guests appear via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a bundle. It's your home. It's your auto. It is your life, and Mike understands that. Get a hold of Mike Miller State Farm in Helena today. All right, quick break. We'll come back, and when we return on this day in history, the walk-off, and much more still to come here on a Wednesday Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Rutgers Furniture.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rutgers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rutgers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot.
or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. Mark LaRoe, photography.com. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment on a Wednesday. Tomorrow, Brittany Jackson will join us. Talk about some basketball camps she's got. If you want to send your kids down to Tennessee and learn from one of the best to ever put a Lady Vol jersey on, Brittany Jackson's going to join us as well. We're going to be off next week. Little summer vacay, so keep that in mind. This segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. One place to get great big wins, great staff, great drinks. Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino on Dredge in Helena. Let's see. Had fun talking with Alex Eschelman today. She's always fun to chat with. I had a conversation earlier on social media with Linda Weiler, and we've had Linda on the show. She owns and operates and runs LWJ Productions. But Linda played for the Lady Grizz in the late 90s, early 2000s, and played for Robin Selvig. And we've been talking about this for over a year now here on the show, and maybe even longer. But we've got to make this happen this fall, okay, or this winter with basketball. How has Robin Selvig not gotten his name on the court yet at the University of Montana at the Adams Center in Dahlberg Arena? There's plenty of room on that court to say Robin Selvig Court. They've done it for, they did it for Pat Summitt before she passed. But it's unbelievable that it hasn't happened yet. And, not to get into the politics of things, but, Gary Blair, when he retired, had the court named after him. And again, not to get political, but the WNBA in just a couple of weeks could get Brittany Griner's name, no matter how you feel about that situation. But her name is all over the courts this summer in the WNBA. And it's strange to me that Robin Selvig, does not have his name on the court at Adams Center, or that he's not in the College Basketball Hall of Fame or the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. 865 career wins. I mean, he's one of the winningest coaches in women's basketball collegiately and professionally. And what he did, not just for athletics, but for the university and the state as a whole with women's athletics and women's academics, he deserves this. And I don't know how the University of Montana didn't make this happen immediately upon his retirement. He won 865 games as a coach. Think about it. If Robin Selvig had been the coach at MSU, they'd have done this already, right? And he's probably won more games in the field house than any other Bobcat coach over the years. But, the University of Montana knows about this. Kent Haslam said they're working on it. How long does it take to work on it? This guy's an institution. He retired 6 years ago. Put the name on the damn court already. Come on, Grizz fans, let's make this happen. And I'm a Bobcat. There's no hiding that. But what Robin Selvig, I love the respect. I respect that man so much. I love what he did for women's basketball and women's athletics as a whole. It's unbelievable that it hasn't happened yet. All right, let's do On This Day in History. It is August the 10th. It is Agent Orange Awareness Day. It is National Lazy Day, Shapewear Day, and S'mores Day. On this date in 1904, New York Highlanders pitcher Jack Chesbrough ends a string of 30 consecutive complete games. Think about that. I don't know if there's a pitcher pitching nowadays that will ever get to 30 career complete games. He did 30 in a row. 1944, Braves' Red Barnett throws 58 pitches to shut out Cincinnati. 1971, Harmon Killebrew of the Twins hits his 500th and 501st home run. 1975 PGA Championship, Firestone, Jack Nicklaus wins his 4th PGA crown. And then 5 years later at Oak Hill, Jack won his 5th and final PGA. Won it by 7 shots that year. 1981, Pete Rose, 3,631 career hit at the time, breaks Stan Musial's National League hit record. 1884, the famous Mary Decker-Zola Budd collision during the 3,000 meter at the LA Olympics. Decker fell, Budd finished 7th. Anybody remember who won that race? What's her name? Marisica Puica of Romania. And on this day in 1985, the Oakland A's slugger Dave Kingman hit his 400th career home run. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky, and the best Cajun food this side of New Orleans. The absolute best. And there's no questioning it. It is so good. So good. And I haven't been to New Orleans, but I don't need to. Absolutely don't need to. Because I've been to Cafe Zydeco. And maybe that'll be on the menu tonight after League. Let's see here. What did we miss? I don't think we missed anything. It's a pretty good day today, for the most part. If you're joining the show late, we had kind of a sad moment this morning as my wife's almost 15-year-old Chihuahua Pixie had to be put down. And super, super sad. You know, a member of the family. I know people always say that about pets, but it's true. And she was, like I said at the start of the show, she was one of those that should have been potty trained as a cat. She hated being outside. Absolutely loved just hanging around. And she will definitely be missed. But she's out of pain. That's what they say, right? But it's never easy losing a member of the family, even when it's a pet. So, Pix, this show's for you. We miss you already. Jason Walker Show with some great sponsors. We appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate all of our viewers, all of our listeners. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. And we'll do the show again tomorrow. Brittany Jackson will join us. Hope you join us then, too. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.